and gentlemen, Sonoma Academy welcomes you for the rivalry match between the Sonoma Academy Coyotes and the Roseland University Prep Knights. I'm Maria Montanis, and alongside me, I have Kenzie Stewart. This is the first matchup where the Knights and Coyotes are both in different leagues. Last year, the Coyotes lost to the Knights in double overtime for a chance to tie for the league championship. Kenzie, what do you think the Coyotes need to do tonight to win?
Well, tonight to win, they're definitely going to need their starting point guard, who's a senior, Chance Colbert, to execute around the three-point line. He's been really great with that all season, but he's also going to need to be able to beat the fast ball pressure from RUP and get assists for his teammates. As we can see right now, he's really good at coming off of screens and getting the ball and making those kinds of shots, as well as passing them and creating shots for himself around the corner and just the three-point line in general, and those shots are going to be really key for him to execute tonight.
And what about for the Knights? Who do you think is their key player?
Well, for the Knights, definitely their center, Miguel Figueroa, number 35. He's very key rebounding, and he's just a very important person in their offense. As we can see here, he's really good at posting up and finishing around the rim. That's not his only talent, though. He's very fast, he can run the floor, and he also can shoot from the three-point line and extended. And that's going to be really key for the Knights tonight.
We will soon be back for the starting lineups and the tip-off after the break.
Students with the intellectual, social, and ethical foundations necessary to thrive in our changing times, no matter their individual path. We are multidisciplinary and innovative, giving students the ability to ask some hard questions and the tools to answer them. We teach critical thinking because it is a foundation of true learning. We love play and humor and art because we know they make us human. We also love unrelenting rigor and penetrating thought because we know that a deep grasp of concepts helps us to navigate an ever-changing world.
Dave Cox and YSN365.com. You can watch that.
Now before the tip-off, let's check in with Nate Simonson on the sideline.
Thanks, Maria. I spoke with Sonoma Academy head coach Luke Martin earlier tonight about his expectations for the team. Number one, he expects that we'll see a lot of three-point shooting from Eli Bayer, Chance Colbert, and Sebastian Gonzalez. He also emphasized the importance of defending and dominating the rim from his post players. I also talked to him about his goals for the team. Number one, he wants to see his players put an effort on the court. Number two, of course, he wants to see his players playing perfectly. All right, back to you, Maria.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for your Coyotes.
Last year's game, the Coyotes lost in double overtime 58-53 on February 9th, 2018. It was a super intense game, and it really came down to who had the least turnovers and who was making their shots. Kenzie, do you have anything else to say on that?
Well, definitely with Luke Martin, one of his really key points to this game is limiting his turnovers. And that goes same for Luis, the head coach of the Knights. So limiting turnovers in this game is definitely going to be key, but also forcing them for the other team is going to be a big determinant in this matchup.
Yeah. For the Sonoma Academy starting lineup, we have Chance Colbert, Eli Bayer, Marco Della Santina, Sebastian Gonzalez, and Thomas Zelazny.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's matchup.
For the Roseland University Prep Knights, we have Michael Ornelas, Charlie Perez, Miguel Figueroa, David Nunez, Artemio Carlos. And now for the tip-off. And for the tip-off, we have Thomas Zelazny and Miguel Figueroa. And Roseland got the tip. What do you think Miguel has to do tonight to get around Thomas to score?
Miguel really is just going to need to use his body and his athleticism to get around Thomas tonight. That's going to be very key for him, as well as running up and down the floor and just being a rim protector and possibly beating him down the court.
Sebastian Gonzalez for three.
And that's the kind of shot from Gonzalez that Luke Martin is really looking for him to convert throughout tonight, and that's going to be very key in the matchup.
Tonight, I think that Chance, Eli, and Sebastian are going to be key players of this game, but they're really going to need to knock down their threes for them to win.
They definitely are going to need to be consistent throughout all 4 quarters for this matchup and for the win, possibly.
Michael Ornelas for three. How do you think Chance is going to be able to handle the pressure this game?
He's going to need to keep his eyes up and create shots.
Bayer for three.
And Eli Bayer has been really consistent with his three-point shot tonight. He's one of the highest scorers for the Coyotes, and it's going to be really important for him.
Wow, Ornelas. Figueroa just missed his layup.
And you can see the athleticism that he has there as he goes up and stays strong going up to the rim. You can see he gets the ball and he has a lane, and he uses his athleticism to draw the foul.
Wow, he missed both his free throws. But Charlie Perez got the rebound.
Nice hustle by Perez there to get the rebound. Beautiful pass by Perez and nice finish by Figueroa.
What do you think Thomas Elasny has to do to not let Miguel get around him?
Thomas is going to need to anticipate that pass throughout the night, certainly, and just be able to body him up in the post and work hard to get around him. It's going to be a very physical matchup between the two.
Wow, Perez is very fast.
You can see the speed of Perez to create shots.
Marco Della Santina with the steal. Passes it up to Chance Colbert.
That's a shot that Luke is also looking for Colbert to convert. He's looking for his top 3 scorers in Bayer, Colbert, and Gonzalez to convert those shots all night.
I remember talking to Luke about it, and he was saying how they really need to minimize Miguel Figueroa's layups and his drives to the hoop, but that Chance, Eli, and Sebastian really need to make their shots, but more their threes and their layups instead of just their jumpers.
Certainly.
Eli Bayer with a rebound. Della Santina for three.
That shot just won't go, but those shots are going to be really critical down the stretch in tonight's matchup.
They're really going to need to make them if they're going to want to pull the lead. Charlie Perez for three.
And that's a really great shot for Perez. He's one of the top 3 scorers for the Knights, and he can make those shots pretty consistently, and if he can get warmed up and keep hitting those, then the Coyotes are definitely going to have an issue managing him tonight.
2-on-1 on Chance Colbert. Perez missed his free layup.
Just missed it too, and those shots are going to need to go in throughout tonight.
And there we have Luis Escobar.
That's a beautiful 3 by Carlos. He's been hitting those throughout warm-ups very consistently, as well as farther back.
And a steal by Figueroa.
Even though that 3-point shot by Perez didn't go, you can just see the sheer athleticism that Miguel has and how fast he truly is. You can see Sebastian trying to drive into that lane, but getting double teamed and then throwing it to Chance. But Chance just airballs that shot, which is very rare for him. And Luke is really going to need him to make those shots. Okay.
Coyotes are first in the North Coast League Division 4 standings.
And you can see Perez there knocking down that long-range three-point shot, as well as here pulling the ball out, looking and creating a shot, getting it back, focusing and passing it back to Carlos, who knocks down that three-point shot as well.
I'm pretty sure Perez has 2 threes so far tonight.
He has 2 threes in tonight's game, but he's also created some really great shots for his teammates as well. And the Coyotes are certainly going to need to look at him to try to stop him.
And we're back out of the timeout with Roseland leading by 8 and the Sonoma Academy Coyotes trailing by 5. And a nice block by Sebastian Gonzalez.
He is definitely very key defensively down in the post range as well.
Definitely.
That's a beautiful floater by Perez. That Sonoma Academy is definitely going to need to stop throughout the night.
What do you think they need to do to break their press?
To break the press, Chance is really going to need to stay strong with the ball and look up to try to advance the ball with a pass. Nice shot by Bayer there.
He's really going to need to knock those down for tonight.
He's the highest scorer for the Coyotes on the season, averaging around 14 points a game, and that's going to be really crucial. But a beautiful shot by Carlos, a contested shot as well.
Another 3.
Beautiful.
And 1 for Thomas Alasny.
As you can see here, Nunez takes it out and passes it to Carlos, who manages to just fake out to Perez, who carries it back over to Nunez, pass it back to Carlos, and then Perez gets the floater. Very nice passing to create offense on the part of the Knights.
Ian Wade is coming in for Thomas Alasny.
And he's definitely a key player that Luke was looking to come off the bench.
He's going to have to be able to fill in Thomas's spot next year.
He's going to need to be able to fill in Thomas's spot next year, but even in this game, certainly, he's going to need to be able to stay strong and just
Be aggressive.
Yeah, be aggressive and try to handle number 35. And as you can see here, Thomas Alasny goes up and gets the and 1.
And he missed his second free throw.
But he gets his own rebound.
And I think why the Knights are so good offensively is because Miguel is always on the board.
Miguel gets them a lot of second chance opportunity points, which are really crucial for them.
And Thomas really needs to shut him down tonight, and so does Ian.
There we see Michael Ornelas taking a 3, and he's also one of the top 3 scorers for the Knights, and hasn't gotten too many shots off yet, but once he starts shooting, he definitely has ability to change the game.
A nice move by Gonzalez.
Yeah, he's probably the most consistent player statistically for the Coyotes, and he's going to be really crucial tonight, converting those shots and being physical around the rim and drawing fouls. Another beautiful floater by Perez.
And now we have an announcement by Nate Simonson on the sideline.
You know, tonight's game, Maria, is really just a test of speed and endurance. We see players racing up and down the court, and we are also seeing just a race to keep the shot clock at bay. Back to you.
Thanks, Nate. Oh, that was a fancy move by Sebastian Gonzalez. He just barely missed it. He's a very crafty player.
He's very talented, and he definitely had a great shot there, because he probably would have impacted if he went up just on the left-hand side, but he decided to wrap it under and go around on the right.
That was a nice move by Perez.
You can just see how fast the Knights pass the ball around
Sanchez
the
for
floor.
3.
You can see Chance passing it to Gonzalez, and he stays strong.
And we will
goes
be
up
back
for the win.
after the break with the Roseland University Prep Knights leading by 9.
At Sonoma Academy, we provide students with the intellectual, social, and ethical foundations necessary to thrive in our changing times, no matter their individual path. We are multidisciplinary and innovative, giving students the ability to ask some hard questions and the tools to answer them. We teach critical thinking because it is a foundation of true learning. We love play and humor and art because we know they make us human. We also love unrelenting rigor and penetrating thought because we know that a deep grasp of concepts helps us to navigate an ever-changing world.
And we are back. Thomas Zelazny for 3, and he knocks it down.
He's been very consistent with those throughout the season. He's a threat from everywhere on the court, and the Knights are definitely going to they just definitely need to respect that. Sanchez again just barely misses it.
Chance Colbert really needs to make his shots tonight.
He really hasn't warmed up yet in tonight's game, but hopefully he will down the stretch.
23 people are watching live. And an and 1 for Miguel Figueroa.
Beautiful athleticism by him there just to draw at the contact and go up. As you can see, he gets past Thomas and manages to draw the contact from Della Santina and converts.
That's the second foul on Della Santina tonight. He knocks down his... We have Elijah Lackertz coming off the bench. And he draws contact. I think the Coyotes are really going to need to knock down all these free throws, and so far they're doing a great job of doing so. And Sebastian Gonzalez is back in the game.
And we can see that the Coyotes have actually come back from their 2-2-1 press, and they're looking more to focus in the half court. They're a very good half court defensive team, and that's probably going to be the place where they're most successful tonight.
A nice block by Sebastian Gonzalez.
A beautiful putback.
Yeah. They really need to manage him tonight.
That's a goal for Luke Martin, but he is such an athletic player that it's going to be very challenging for Zelazny and the other post players for the Coyotes.
A nice spin move by Sebastian Gonzalez.
And another three for Gonzalez. He's a very good three-point shooter, and the shots that he does take consistently have been going in throughout the season, and he's a very key player. If Chance isn't necessarily going to be making those threes, then Luke is going to need to look to other players on his team to make those, and right now it looks like Gonzalez is going to be that player tonight.
And a nice block by Thomas Zelazny and Della Santina.
We can see both teams have fallen out of their full court press.
Zelazny for three. And it's good.
Zelazny's hit 2 threes tonight, and he's definitely going to be a threat from behind the arc.
If him and Sebastian just keep knocking down their shots, then they're going to have a bigger chance of coming back.
The three-point shot is something that's very key and crucial to Sonoma Academy's game. And that's Gonzalez's second three of the night. And here's Thomas's second three of the night. And those two players right now are some of the top scorers from behind the three-point line.
The Coyotes managed to get a stop. Roseland Prep still up by 3 with 4 minutes and 56 seconds left on the clock. Nice steal by Thomas Zelazny.
Those are the kind of turnovers that Luke as well as Luis both want to limit for their teams tonight. Nice hustle by Perez to get that pass.
They really need to get the rebounds.
Rebounds are going to be crucial in this game. Another floater by Perez. That shot's something that the Coyotes are definitely going to need to look out for because already he's hit 3 floaters tonight.
Now for Roseland University Prep, they are in Division II of the North Coast League section, and they beat Calistoga last night, and they are tied for first with Upper Lake. Nice rebound by Gonzalez. Zelazny's checking back in for Wade.
Great job by number 35, Miguel Figueroa, getting up to the rim and converting that layup. And you can see the athleticism by Miguel again as he beats the pressure to finish around the rim. And that's something that the Coyotes are definitely going to need to stop. Another turnover for the Coyotes and a layup for the Knights.
A steal by David Nunez.
And so far the Knights have gone on a little run of their own here with forcing turnovers from the Coyotes and then converting layups in the half court. And here you can see the pass for Miguel to finish around the rim. And that's a shot that the Coyotes are going to need to manage. And here the second possession in a row that he was able to finish past the pressure.
So the Roseland Prep University Knights are leading by 11 points with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Gonzalez for three, and he knocks it down.
And that's, I do believe he might be perfect from behind the arc right now, 3 for 3. And here you can see Gonzalez knocking down his third 3 of the night.
Marco Della Santina seems to have pulled something in his ankle or his leg.
That could be a major loss for the Coyotes tonight.
He is a key player defensively and offensively, especially with rebounds.
Hopefully he'll be coming back into the game because it's always sad to see a player get hurt, and certainly this early on
In the game. Another rebound by Figueroa. A minute left in the second quarter. A nice rebound by Bayer.
Chance Corbett still can't convert his
Nice
days.
rebound by Elijah Lakritz.
And going back up to draw the contact.
That's his second time at the free throw line tonight.
And it looks like Marco's going to be checking back in.
knocks down both of them. He is 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
And those foul shots are going to be really key in tonight's matchup because those are points that the Coyotes are definitely going to need to make, as well as the Knights.
And it seems that De La Centina is back in the game.
He's checking back in, even though he has 2 fouls at this point.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Beautiful shot by Sanchez.
He is actually a freshman.
Well, the Knights have a young talent coming up in their program.
Nice step back by Eli Bayer, and he knocks it down.
That's the kind of shot that he's going to need to be converting.
How much math is that?
7.
And we have a quick interview with Coach Luke Martin and Nate Simonson. We will be back shortly after halftime with the Knights leading by 7.
We provide students with the intellectual, social, and ethical foundations necessary to thrive in our changing times, no matter their individual path. We are multidisciplinary and innovative, giving students the ability to ask some hard questions and the tools to answer them. We teach critical thinking because it is a foundation of true learning. We love play and humor and art because we know they make us human. We also love unrelenting rigor and penetrating thought because we know that a deep grasp of concepts helps us to navigate an ever-changing world.
Interview with Coach Luke Martin.
Team's first half.
I'm happy with how we're playing. I'm happy with how we're competing. These are 2 evenly matched teams, and I think we're both excited to be out here. There's a lot of great energy. I think Roseland's doing a really good job of getting the ball inside, and their post player Miguel's having a great game right now. And we need to do a better job of what I call family rebounding. It's all 5 players rebounding, and they're also hitting the 3-point shot pretty well right now. So that's kind of how I'm feeling about it. So.
Good luck. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you much.
Back to the booth with Maria and Kenzie.
We will be back shortly after halftime with the Knights leading by 7. Hopefully the Coyotes can come back with the win. It is 35-28.
At Sonoma Academy, we provide students with the intellectual, social, and ethical foundations necessary to thrive in our changing times, no matter their individual path. We are multidisciplinary and innovative, giving students the ability to ask some hard questions and the tools to answer them. We teach critical thinking because it is a foundation of true learning. We love play and humor and art because we know they make us human. We also love unrelenting rigor and penetrating thought because we know that a deep grasp of concepts helps us to navigate an ever-changing world.
So I'm Chris Zemer. I'm the athletic director here at Sonoma Academy, and this is Kevin Christensen, associate athletic. So I'm Chris Zemer. I'm the athletic director here at Sonoma Academy, and this is Kevin Christensen, associate athletic director. So we've been working with a group of students here all week and in our intersession program, and the course is Sonoma Academy Sports Network. Maybe Kevin can tell us a little bit about what we've been doing.
Yeah, all the students in this class over the past 4 days have been working together in different production roles, from camera work to on-air talent, to everything behind the scenes
Replay,
of producing a whole sports broadcast.
Yeah, and so we are going to be doing a live broadcast of the boys varsity game on Saturday, and that's what you're seeing right now. So we're excited that you're tuned in, and looking forward to it being a great learning experience, but also a fun experience for everybody involved. And our intercession program has a variety of classes, and these particular students are getting a chance to not only learn more about being a part of a sports network, but also playing some sports and being active and collaborating.
Yeah, really, we really need to acknowledge Dave Cox and all the students in this class. Dave has really led them through the past 4 days. All these students are brand new in the roles they're doing for this broadcast, and they've really come a long way since day one to the broadcast you're seeing now.
Absolutely, and Dave's a long-time area, media, sports media. He's kind of a guru for Sonoma County, and he does great work. And yeah, like Kevin said, he's been instrumental in guiding the group, assigning the roles, and then just supporting them to learn more about what they're doing. And yeah, hopefully it's all evident in the broadcast that you're watching that we're off to a good start.
We'll be back shortly after halftime with the Knights leading by 7. Can't wait to see the rest of the second half.
At Sonoma Academy, we provide students with the intellectual, social, and ethical foundations necessary to thrive in our changing times, no matter their individual path. We are multidisciplinary and innovative, giving students the ability to ask some hard questions and the tools to answer them. We teach critical thinking because it is the foundation of true learning. We love play and humor and art because we know they make us human. We also love unrelenting rigor and penetrating thought because we know that a deep grasp of concepts helps us to navigate an ever-changing world.
And here are the halftime stats for the Knights and the Coyotes. So far, the Knights are leading in rebounds, but the Coyotes have a higher field goal percentage.
As you can see, the rebounds for the Knights are higher, which is probably a major attribute to Miguel. And those second chance opportunities are letting them get more points on the board. Also, they're limiting their turnovers. They have 6 less turnovers than the Coyotes. And even though the Coyotes are converting their free throws, those kinds of turnovers are definitely going to hurt the Coyotes down the stretch.
And we have 2 minutes left of the halftime. Still the Knights with 35 and the Coyotes with 28.
And Gonzalez has been really good around the three-point line. And another three. I think he's almost perfect from behind the arc.
How do you think Chance is going to be able to handle the pressure this?
And same with Eli Bayer. He's been really great around the three-point line. So far, those 2 players have been critical.
And Thomas Elasny.
And Thomas Elasny as well. But the player that Coach Luke Martin was really looking to, Chance, still hasn't converted his three-pointer shots.
I think once he starts knocking down his threes, they'll have a better chance to catch up and take the lead.
Definitely.
That was a nice pass.
Eli Bear has been really great creating shots for his teammates all throughout the season as well as tonight. He's averaging around 3 assists a game, but those opportunities that he's getting his teammates have definitely been key. But Perez on the other side of the floor has been a tremendous player, getting shots for his teammates as well as knocking down three-point shots. But Miguel is the star for the night so far. He's their top scorer with 12 points tonight.
What? Are we back from commercial break? Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
We're starting the third quarter. What do you think Luke was talking to the boys about in the locker room?
I think definitely limiting turnovers, being able to get past that ball pressure, that initial ball pressure, and being able to actually get shots off because they're struggling a bit in their half-court offense so far tonight. But as we can see there, defensively, the Coyotes have been really great so far, but the Knights are putting up a very great defensive front as well.
Roseland is very athletic. They run the court so quickly.
Well, definitely some of the keys to the game for them is keeping the pace of this ball game very fast. They want to keep on running the floor as fast as they can to tire out the Coyotes because that's how they play. They play very fast and they play a very physical game, but it works for them. Nice three by Della Santina. His first three of tonight.
The only person that they need to score is Chance now.
Chance is going to be really key, but if the other guys on the court can consistently be making those shots, then the Coyotes might be able to get away with it. Beautiful putback by Miguel Figueroa. Puts him with 14 points for tonight.
Zelazny for three.
The first three he's missed tonight.
The Coyotes need to be...
And there you can see the Coyotes force the turnover for the Knights.
Wade coming in for Zelazny.
Nice job by Della Santina there, drawing the contact to get to the line.
Michael Ornelas drew the contact by Ian Wade.
As you can see here, Della Santina getting that corner shot and knocking it down, which is going to be very crucial in tonight's matchup.
And a nice rebound by Gonzalez. Chance bringing up the ball up the court.
Nice look for Eli Bear there. He just couldn't convert it.
He needs to start knocking down his shots.
He's one of the top scorers for the Coyotes right now, but it's definitely going to be crucial that they continue to knock down those shots and that the offense for the Coyotes does not stop.
The Coyotes also must be exhausted because this is their back-to-back game, and they just beat St. Vincent's last night at St. Vincent's just by 3.
Beautiful shot by Ornelas there. Another three-pointer for the Knights. It's definitely a tough back-to-back for the Coyotes coming off of St. Vincent's, which was such a physical and fast game as well. These two teams play very similarly, but it's definitely going to be wearing on them as we get farther into this game.
Nice shot by Chance.
Nice hustle by Miguel. He just couldn't catch the ball, and he ended up tipping it out of bounds. Here we see Perez getting past Bear to pass it out to Ornelas to knock down the 3.
Nice block by Thomas Zelazny.
And that's the kind of defense that Luke is really looking to come out of Zelazny throughout tonight's matchup, to be able to handle and manage Figueroa as much as possible. And here you can see Chance.
A nice post move by Sebastian Gonzalez.
As you can see there, Gonzalez, he stayed strong with the ball and managed to get it up to the rim and convert. And that kind of point is going to be really crucial for the Coyotes. Figueroa looking for the fadeaway there, just couldn't knock it down.
Nice rebound by Bayer. That was a nice play.
Beautiful pass by Gonzalez, and nice finish around the rim by Della Santina. And as you can see here, Gonzalez staying strong with the ball and going up to be able to convert that shot.
And nice block by Gonzalez.
Gonzalez has been phenomenal on defense so far. He's definitely holding
He's a
his
strong
own.
and consistent defensive player.
He's very consistent for the Coyotes, but he's definitely holding his own in this very physical matchup. Nice look for Sanchez, but he just couldn't get it to fall.
Two minutes left in the third quarter, and the Knights still lead by 6.
chance, still not able to make the three-point shot yet.
Charlie Perez.
Running the floor very well and being able to finish with a soft touch around the rim. And there you can see Perez with a nice underhand left scoop layup.
These are the North Coast Section Division 5 boys rankings, and the Coyotes are ranked 10 in NCS Division 5, and they are tied for first in league with St. Vincent's. Roseland stopped full court pressing.
I think they've realized that it's going to be a very fast game, and I think they're probably doing it a bit to conserve energy as well as manage the Coyotes better in the half court.
A nice pull up by Gonzalez.
Beautiful shot for him. He's very consistent in the field goal range. He's hitting around 49% so far in the season, but that number really doesn't give him as much justice for the shots that he's taking at such a consistent rate. Way to stay strong by Ornelas to go up to the rim and finish. Roseland's been phenomenal finishing around the rim so far in tonight's game with a lot of pressure by the Coyotes.
That was a nice pass by Ornelas.
And right back to Carlos, who was trailing him, and he was able to finish that with pressure as well. Nice steal by Ornelas.
The Coyotes just had 2 back-to-back turnovers because they're trying to force the backdoor plays.
They're trying to force the backdoor plays, but so far they haven't found the opening yet.
There's 7 seconds left on the clock.
We see the first 3 that Miguel's taken in tonight's matchup, and that was not able to fall. Throughout the season, he's been good hitting the three-point shot, but not so far tonight.
We will be back after this break. Roseland still leads by 10.
At Sonoma Academy, we provide students with the intellectual, social, and ethical foundations necessary to thrive in our changing times, no matter their individual path. We are multidisciplinary and innovative, giving students the ability to ask some hard questions and the tools to answer them. We teach critical thinking because it is a foundation of true learning. We love play and humor and art because we know they make us human. We also love unrelenting rigor and penetrating thought because we know that a deep grasp of concepts helps us to navigate an ever-changing world.
And now it's the start of the 8th quarter. Sebastian Gonzalez is the leading scorer for SA with 12 points.
What did I say? 84.
Another rebound by Figueroa.
He's been really crucial on the offensive and defensive glass for the Knights so far. There we see the freshman Sanchez taking a three and draining it. The Knights so far have displayed a lot of range. Crucial on the offensive and defensive glass for the Knights so far. And there you see the freshman Sanchez knocking down that three. No, because I don't know about that.
And they call an offensive foul on Sebastian Gonzalez. I think he was just trying to create a lead for himself.
He was creating a lead, but the way he did, he gave Carlos a bit of a shove.
And a nice steal by Gonzalez.
Nice look for Zelazny, but he just wasn't able to finish.
Another rebound for Gonzalez.
He's been really great hitting the defensive glass so far tonight.
Ornelas with the ball. Nice rebound by Zelazny. Chance going up the court. Three for Chance Colbert.
And that's his first three of the night. That could be really crucial as we continue here in the fourth quarter.
He just needs to keep making them.
He definitely struggled in the first 3 quarters to be able to make that, but if he can find his and get into his rhythm now, it could be definitely key for the Coyotes.
They need to make sure that they keep an eye on Figueroa because he is sneaking by Thomas Zelazny.
He's doing a lot. He's working very hard and playing a very physical game to make that lead that he can work with. And I see Eli Bear creating some nice space and being able to knock down that mid-range jump shot.
And the Coyotes cut it back to 10.
And
A timeout called on Roseland. We will be back after the break.
At Sonoma Academy, we provide students with the intellectual, social, and ethical foundations necessary to thrive in our changing times, no matter their individual path. We are multidisciplinary and innovative, giving students the ability to ask some hard questions and the tools to answer them. We teach critical thinking because it is a foundation of true learning. We love play and humor and art because we know they make us human. We also love unrelenting rigor and penetrating thought because we know that a deep grasp of concepts helps us to navigate an ever-changing world.
For Sonoma Academy, we have an open house coming up on May 7th, or you can attend our next visit day, February 13th. Four minutes left in the fourth quarter. Jumper for Figueroa. Nice rebound by Bayer.
Although Figueroa wasn't able to get that shot to go, so far in the night he has 16 points and 8 rebounds, so he's been playing really well.
Three for Colbert. Just missed it. Perez, step back three.
And he knocks it down. Perez has been really great with the three-point shot tonight as well as his floaters, but he's also doing a phenomenal job of creating.
It just cut me out, not you. Nice three by Eli Bayer. It only cut me out, not you. Thomas on Figueroa. Gonzalez on Ornelas.
Nice job by Ornelas to go up and draw the contact from Gonzalez.
It's number three, it's Michael Ornelas. Roseland has been inconsistent with their free throws.
Their free throw percentage compared to the Coyotes is a bit lower, but they're able to run the floor fast enough that they're making up for it in their offensive points.
Thomas was open on that. Nice floater by Eli Bayer, but he just missed it. Oh.
Beautiful contest by Gonzalez, but he just caught Ornelas' arm as he went up for the shot.
That's his second foul for tonight. Ornelas knocked down his free throws that time.
Yeah, he's had 3 different trips to the line so far tonight, and he's converted, I do believe, 3 out of 3. So that's
Nice crossover by Chance Colbert.
nice floater. That's a good adjustment by Chance Colbert if his three-point shot isn't necessarily going to go in, to drive to the key and be able to create space so he can knock down that floater.
Thomas on Miguel. And a nice steal by Chance.
There you see Miguel getting another putback for the Knights. And there you see Mark Della Santina getting tripped up and losing the ball for the Knights to come down the other way. And Bayer had the opportunity to get a rebound there, but he ended up tipping it off the glass, which
Into
gave
Figueroa's
hands, which allowed the Knights to put 2 more points on the board.
The Knights are up by 12 with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
And here you see Chance going up and getting the floater. And so far tonight, all of his points have actually come in the fourth quarter.
A nice pass by Sebastian to Thomas Zelazny, who lays it in. And a nice stop. And a nice three by Sebastian Gonzalez.
And so far, Gonzalez remains perfect from behind the three-point line. Gonzalez attempted to draw the charge there, but didn't get it, which ended up for the Knights to get 2 more points on the board.
Bayer for three!
And Eli Bayer also has been very consistent from behind the line. There you see a beautiful
Charlie Perez
move.
lays it in.
Beautiful move by Perez. Such athleticism and control with the ball.
A minute left in the fourth quarter. Colbert for three.
And it looks like Chance has found his rhythm here in the fourth quarter.
And now they're only down by 5, and Miguel Figueroa turns over the ball.
A rare turnover for Miguel. You see Sebastian going in and passing it to Zelazny, who is able to make.
This is what started everything.
But here you see the Coyotes getting a stop and being able to run the floor back.
This might be like last year's game where we ended double overtime. And another three for Sebastian Gonzalez.
He remains perfect from behind the line.
And a tip from, and they're on the floor. Eli Bayer ends up with the ball.
And it looks like we've got ourselves quite the matchup here.
This game is even more interesting than last year's game.
Definitely, it's going to come down to the wire here with 23.3 seconds remaining on the clock. There you can see Sebastian Gonzalez tried to draw the charge, but just couldn't get it to go.
Sonoma Academy has many sports you can play, ranging from soccer to lacrosse, including a phenomenal theater program. And we're back with 23 seconds left on the clock.
It's going to be a very key possession for the Coyotes. Possibility to win or tie the game here. Foul by Miguel Figueroa.
Seconds left on the clock.
And Chance has certainly found his rhythm here in the fourth quarter. Carlos.
They are up by 1. And Thomas Zelazny blocks the ball. They won by 1 point.
The Coyotes with a phenomenal comeback in the fourth quarter as Chance finally found his rhythm and was able to convert and made a crucial three-pointer to win the Coyotes the game.
He definitely is the player of the game.
Definitely the hero of this game, even though it took him a little bit of time to get into his rhythm. Once he found it, it really paid off for the Coyotes. Hard-fought battle, though, by both teams. There you see Chance looking to give the ball to Thomas, using his pivot foot and making a very contested shot over Carlos to win the game for the Coyotes.
And now we're going to Nate Simonson with a quick talk with Chance Colbert, the player of the game. Your Sonoma Academy Coyotes won by 1 point in the final.
All right, we're back. Congrats, guys. Sebastian, you had 6 assists, 18 points.
Good. I'm just really happy. We got 4 other shooters, so I can pass out, get quick assists, make points easy. I got good teammates.
Chance, what was that feeling when you just made that shot right there?
It's a game of runs. We knew we were going to get one. We started feeling confident, started making shots, and I just pulled up. Felt good.
All right. Great job, guys. I'll be back with you guys at the booth.
And we will be back after the break.
At Sonoma Academy, we provide students with the intellectual, social, and ethical foundations necessary to thrive in our changing times, no matter their individual path. We are multidisciplinary and innovative, giving students the ability to ask some hard questions and the tools to answer them. We teach critical thinking because it is a foundation of true learning. We love play and humor and art because we know they make us human. We also love unrelenting rigor and penetrating thought because we know that a deep grasp of concepts helps us to navigate an ever-changing world.
That was a great matchup. And we will be back after the break to talk to Coach Luke.
Maria, are we doing that or not?
Yeah, he's in the locker room. Should I just say that? What should I say? Chance had no points until the fourth quarter, and in the fourth quarter he ended up having 11, which brought us back to win the game.
Definitely throughout this night, it was a very tough and hard-fought matchup between these two teams, and it definitely can't be overshadowed the phenomenal performance by Miguel Figueroa, number 35, for the Roseland University Prep Knights. He was very crucial in this game and did really great things for them in the post. And Chance Colbert really came back, found his rhythm in the fourth quarter, and was able to make a crucial difference for the Coyotes.
It was an amazing game. Ornelas ended up driving up the court, and Thomas Alesny packed him when he went to go shoot the three. And I think that was when everybody crashed onto the court, and it was just an amazing experience to watch and see.
Definitely a really great game between these two teams, and it looks like this rivalry is going to continue for the next few years.
Definitely. Well, that was a great matchup. Thank you especially to the crew for making this work. I'm Maria Montanis, and on behalf of the Sonoma Academy Sports Network, we thank you for watching. Good night.